Hello, this is Ramya. In previous slide, we have discussed about problem solving, decision making, etc. From this, we will discuss about intelligence theories. Let us discuss about intelligence. We all basically know intelligence in one form as intellectual intelligence. But here we will discuss the many types of intelligences and some theories given by our psychologists. Firstly, defining intelligence in simpler means, we can say it includes the ability to benefit from past experience, act purposefully, solve problems, and adapt to new situations. Intelligence consists of a set of cognitive skills or abilities, including abstract thinking and reasoning, problem solving, ability to understand complex ideas, ability to acquire knowledge, ability to learn from experience and adapt to changing environment. Nature of intelligence. Intelligence learned from experiences and it applies knowledge which is acquired from experience. Intelligence handles complex situations. Intelligence also plays a vital role in generating information which is out of our experiences. Effect of heredity and environment on intelligence. Intelligence is the product of heredity and environment. Both are necessary for the intellectual growth. Distribution of intelligence. The distribution of intelligence is not uniform among the human beings. It is a normal distribution that is governed by a definite principle which states that the majority of the people are at the average, a few very bright and a few very dull. Individual difference in intelligence. Truly speaking, no one of us, even the identical twins or the individuals nurtured almost in similar environments, have equal amount of mental energy flowing in them. Intelligence varies from individual to individual, also in the same individual from age to age and situation to situation. Intelligence and changes in age. As the child grows in age, so does the intelligence as shown by intelligence test. The age of cessation of mental growth varies from individual to individual. Intelligence reaches its maximum somewhat at the age of 16 to 20 in the individual. Accumulation of knowledge and acquisition of skills continues throughout the lifespan of the individual. Intelligence and sex differences. Various studies have been conducted to find out whether women are less intelligent than men and vice versa. It is proper to think that difference in sex does not contribute towards difference in intelligence. Intelligence and racial or cultural differences. Intelligence is not the birthright of a particular race or group. The bright and dull can be found in any race, caste, or cultural group. The differences which are found can be explained in terms of environmental influences. In previous slide, we have learned intelligence definition. Let us see how psychologists define intelligence. At various points throughout recent history, researchers have proposed some different definitions of intelligence. While these definitions can vary considerably from one theorist to the next, current conceptualizations tend to suggest that intelligence involves the level of ability to do the following: learn. The acquisition, retention, and use of knowledge is an important component of intelligence. Recognize problems. To put knowledge to use, people must be able to identify possible problems in the environment that need to be addressed. Solve problems. People must then be able to take what they have learned to come up with a useful solution to a problem they have noticed in the world around them. Intelligence involves some different mental abilities, including logic, reasoning, problem solving, and planning. While the subject of intelligence is one of the largest and most heavily researched It is also one of the topics that generate the greatest controversy. Types of intelligence. There are two types of intelligence. There is not a whole lot to discuss, but pretty much of examples. Fluid intelligence and crystallized intelligence. Fluid intelligence. It's more like problem solving, creating solutions, logic, etc. We solve problems we have never seen. In young age, we have fluid intelligence, as here every problem is new and we need to adapt according to the situation. Crystallized intelligence. It is based on facts. Facts cannot be changed, like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. These are from culture, experience, learning. Here we solve problems we have already seen. It includes vocabulary, knowledge, skills. Now, both are important for us because if we have only factual knowledge and no creative or the vice versa, it doesn't make any sense. Theories of intelligence. In this, we will discuss about two-factor theory of intelligence. Spearman in 1904 came up with this theory. All the theories came after this were based on this theory. He proposed different abilities of a person possess are due to two factors, that is, general factor and specific factor. Let us take an example of a sportsman. For sportsmen, the general intelligence or G factor helps them in their task or game, and the specific ability S factor helps them to excel in a specific domain or in a specific game to reach height, comparing the other sportsmen. Thurston's group factor theory. Louis L. Thurston is an American psychologist. Instead of viewing intelligence as single general ability, this theory focused on 7 different primary mental abilities. He extended Spearman two-factor theory into multi-factor theory. Certain mental operations have in common a primary factor. In this, we will discuss about 7 primary mental abilities. Verbal comprehension factor means words and ideas. Verbal fluency factor means rapid producing words and sentences. Numerical factor includes arithmetic ability. Perceptual speed factor means rapid recognition of words and letters. Inductive reasoning factor includes reasoning from the specific to the general. Spatial visualization factor. It is involved in visualizing shapes, rotation of objects, and how pieces of a puzzle fit together. Memory factor includes ability to recall. Deductive reasoning means ability to use the generalized results correctly. Problem solving ability factor. Ability to solve problem independently. Multi-factor theory of Thorndike, also called as anarchic theory. In this, two things are important: types of intelligence and attributes of intelligence. Types are social intelligence, concrete intelligence, and abstract intelligence. There are 4 attributes: level, range, area, and speed. He believed that there was nothing like general ability. Each mental activity requires different set of abilities. Thorndike found that all factors in intelligence represent specific mental ability which are different from each other, like bricks on wall. Every brick has its own ability and importance. According to him, intelligence involves 3 mutually independent abilities: social, ability to communicate with people, understand and perform in social relation; concrete, ability to control your body and manipulate things, example mechanics, etc. Abstract, ability to verbal and symbolic thinking. There are 4 attributes. Level refers to level of difficulty of a task that can be solved. Range refers to number of tasks at any given degree of difficulty. Area total number of situations at each level to which individual can respond. Speed rapidity at which we respond to items. Sternberg's triarchic theory of intelligence. This is process oriented theory. His theory also attempts to understand the human intelligence in terms of distinct components rather than single ability. It contains three types: analytical, creative, practical. Analytical includes prior knowledge for problem solving, learning new information, making judgments, problem solving, etc. In creative, it includes imagination, innovative, problem solving, and experimental things. Practical, it includes common sense, adapt to environment, changing environment, and select new environment. These people, however, they find solutions. Galliford's theory. Joy Paul Galliford's. This structure is also called as structure of intellect and three-dimensional. He gave distinction between convergent and divergent thinking. He proposed three dimensions. There are necessary for accurate description of intelligence, and they are operation, content, and product. In this, we focus on 180 cognitive skills and learning abilities. From the figure, three dimensions are mental content or content 5 elements, operations 6 elements, products 6 elements. Total there are 180 elements. First it was 120, then 150 and later increased. Now they are 180. Contents: semantic, behavioral. Products: relations, systems, transformations, implications, figural, symbolic. Operations: evaluation, convergent production, divergent production, memory, cognition. Gardner theory. Gardner said there are multiple types of intelligence: logical, mathematical. It says about good at logic, taking tests, critical thinking, as well as organization. Like if you are organizing things, then you might have very high logical mathematical intelligence. Verbal linguistic. If you are good at this, you are good at rhyming, poems, reading, writing, and learning languages quickly. And also, you can turn a little story to highly fascinating story. Interpersonal. Interpersonal is like understanding other emotion. If you can motivate them to change their mood, then you are good at interpersonal skills. Bodily kinesthetic. Dancers, actors, soldiers, and athletics. You can control your body and objects. Musical. Related with rhythms and tones, pitches, understanding them in a level most people can't. If you are good at this, you can compose or play an instrument. Visual, spatial. How you can visualize or think something in your mind. Example can be like how well can you got through a maze in your mind's eye, and also judging distances. Intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is about self, knowing what angers, frustration, motivates, drives you, knowing own strengths. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for the next pillar.